Well, hello, everybody. I should say good morning, even though it's lunchtime. Um, it has been a lazy morning for me. That's why I'm late with my lunchtime yoga. I guess it's a late lunch for us. Yesterday, I spent most of the day on webinars. We're all preparing for our real third quarter, should say fourth quarter distance learning, and I was on webinars all day. I did get out for a quick run first thing in the morning, but after that, I was back there on that couch the whole time. On that couch, sitting, on that couch, laying, on that couch, on my computer from 8:30 a.m. pretty much till 5 in the evening on webinars. So I did not get in my yoga practice yesterday. And it affected me this morning. This morning, even though I woke up early, I'm naturally an early riser. I was just so sluggish, and I took so long getting out of bed. In all earnest, I really just got out of bed about an hour and a half ago. So here's my morning coffee. And so we're going to do a wake up yoga flow today. It's going to be short and sweet, but I have to wake this body up, so you're waking up with me. So all you need is a mat or a nice clear space of carpet, some comfortable clothing, willing heart, open mind. Let's get this lunchtime, late lunchtime, wake up yoga flow going. Guys, remember to honor your bodies always. If something doesn't feel right, that means you need to modify. So we're actually going to start our practice standing today. Go ahead and turn your mats lengthwise to me and stand at the top of your mats, okay? We want to find that mountain right off the bat. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet are hip distance apart, toes are pointing forward. Let's lift all 10 of those toes up off the mat, spread them out, and then root them back down. Make sure that your big toe mound, your little toe mound, and your heel are all really rooted into the mat. That's also going to encourage us to engage through the front of the thighs here, those quadricep muscles, lifting the knees up. Let's take those shoulders up to the ears, roll them down and back. Arms are out to the side, palms facing forward, fingertips reaching for the earth, spine in neutral, head in neutral at the top of the spine. And of course, we want to relax those shoulders away from the ears. All right, so let's give ourselves permission to soften our gaze or close our eyes and just focus on the breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. We want to give the mind and the body an opportunity to turn inward. Now, as you're inhaling, let's deepen that breath. Inhaling for a count of 3 and exhaling for a count of 3. On each inhale, think about lengthening through the spine. On each exhale, think about softening. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Allow your belly to soften and expand with the inhale. Relax your tongue down in the root of your mouth. Unclench your jaw. Allow your eyes to relax in their sockets. Smooth your brow. Let's take 3 more deep breaths just like that. Perhaps holding the breath at the top of the breath and taking a little pause at the bottom. At the end of that third breath, let's flutter our eyelids open. All right, let's inhale those arms up overhead, palms come together above the crown. Exhale, hands to heart center, and release. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center and release. Now let's start to find some movement through the lower half. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to bring the knees and the booty down into a chair. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to chair. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to chair. Continue to flow that chair and up salute with the breath and at your own pace. And as always, I encourage you to be free with those arms. Find whatever movement you find pleasing. You can do short levers, nice short levers. Long levers. You can gate the heart, that's pulling those arms forward from the shoulders. Or you can let those arms remain up overhead. Find your chair. Let's do 3 more, guys, 3 more chairs. And we'll come to rest or settle at that downward point. Feet are in contact with the earth. Our heart is shining forward. Our booty is down and back. We're continuing to breathe. On that next exhale, let's fold forward and find that first forward fold of the day. Take a nice gentle spin to those knees. Bring the heart towards the thighs. Direct the crown of the head to the earth. Inhale, up salute, all the way up to the top. Let's interlace those fingers at the top. Thumbs crossing back, index fingers point towards the sky. On our next exhale, we do the hips and the belly, reaching forward, heart and gaze skyward. Just a gentle back bend this time. Inhale, stand up nice and tall. Exhale, half crescent moon to the right, with the hips extending to the left. Inhale, up salute. Exhale, half crescent moon to the left. Inhale, up salute. Let's exhale those arms out nice and wide. Pull the fingertips towards the side wall. Now pull those shoulder blades back, extending through the chest. Bring the hands back behind the bum, interlace the fingers, pull those knuckles down. The heels of the pans are in contact. Let's lift those arms behind and extend our heart forward. On our next exhale, we're going to hinge at the knees and the hips and fold forward, lifting those arms back behind. Release those hands to the earth in a forward fold. Let's inhale to a half fold. Relax the neck, gaze at your mat. Exhale to a full fold. Inhale, up salute, and exhale to chair. Once again, we're flowing that chair with the breath and at our own pace. You may even want to soften the gaze or close the eyes. Just notice the breath and the movement. Continue to flow. I'm going to go to the top of my mat. And we're warming the body, so you may start to feel a little warm. I know I am. Continue to flow that chair with the breath and at your own pace. Let's once again hold down here in chair. And inhale, up salute. Bring those arms out nice and wide. Fingertips are reaching towards the far reaches of the room. Pull those shoulder blades back. Heart is extending forward. Bring the hands behind the bum. Interlace the fingers. Palms together. Pull those knuckles down. Extend those arms back. Once again, reaching the heart forward. On our next exhale, we allow ourselves to fold forward, raising the knuckles and back, drawing the heart towards the thighs, directing the crown of the head to the earth. Let's release our hands to the earth. Soften the knees, plant the hands. Step back with the right foot. Stay up on the ball of that right foot. Frame the left foot with your tented fingers. Let's inhale those arms up overhead, finding that high crescent lunge. Equal strength in those feet as if you're trying to split that mat in half from front to back. Left knee is right over the left ankle. Now let's drop that right heel, turn the toes out 45 degrees. Square our shoulders forward, warrior one. Let's extend those arms out and rotate that back foot so it's in line with the back edge of the mat, warrior two. Shoulders are still pulling away from the ears, fingertips are reaching to the far corners of the room, gaze over that front hand. Now while maintaining this anchoring in this left hip, let's reach forward with the rib cage. Fingertips reaching towards the front of the room. Open that palm up. Let's sweep that arm up and back. Peaceful warrior. Continue to breathe. Gaze up towards the sky. Exhale to warrior two. Now let's hinge forward. Extended side angle. You can rest your forearm on the thigh here, or you can extend that arm down the leg. The right arm is reaching up towards the sky, and we're opening our heart. Now let's flow this a little bit, guys. So we're going to inhale up to peaceful warrior. Exhale down to extended side angle. Inhale up to peaceful warrior, and exhale down to extended side angle. One more time, inhale up, peaceful warrior. Exhale down to extended side angle, and hold right there. Continue to breathe nice and deep. Let's round that right arm forward and back up. Round it forward to the mat. Raise up on the ball of that right foot. Release the knee. Tent the left foot with those fingers. Gaze forward. Reaching forward with the hips and the heart. Feeling for the activation in the top of that left thigh, right thigh. Let's plant that right hand. Reach the left arm up to the sky, rotating our heart in the same direction as the reach. Allow that hand to float back down to the mat. Up on the ball of that right foot, stepping the left foot back to plank, bringing the wrist under shoulders, fingers out nice and wide, pressing back through the heels. Belly button is reaching up, heart is reaching up. Let's release the knees to the mat at the tops of the feet. Allow the bum to sink back down to the heels. Forehead comes down to the earth, child's pose. Let's give ourselves an opportunity to take some nice deep breaths here, guys. Nice deep breaths. Expand that belly into the thighs. Feel that air force out through the rib cage, radiating to the back. On our next inhale, we root through those pads of the fingers, come up into table. Curl those toes under, lift the bum, downward facing dog. Let's walk our dog by pedaling those heels up and down from right to left. Let's settle the heels towards the earth. Continue to breathe. Ears are right in between the biceps. Let's raise up on the balls of the feet. Soften knees, look towards the front edge of that mat, and make our way forward into forward fold. Inhale to half fold. Exhale to full fold. Inhale, up salute. Exhale, arms out nice and wide. Pull those shoulder blades back. Let the hands come behind the bum. Interlace the fingers. Pull those knuckles down. Raise the arms up and back. Extend the heart forward. And let's fold forward once again. Raising those knuckles and back. Release the hands to the earth. Step back with the left foot this time. Let's tip those fingers either side of the right foot. Inhale the arms up overhead. Find that crescent lunge. Let's drop that left foot, rotate the foot out 45 degrees. Warrior one. Let's find that warrior one. Shoulders are squared forward, fingertips are reaching up to the sky. Continuing to breathe. Let's extend those arms out, rotate that back foot in line with the back edge of the mat. Warrior two, shoulders are pulling away from the ears. We're dynamically reaching the opposite sides of the room. Let's hinge forward with the rib cage. Open up that front palm, reach it up and back, peaceful warrior. On our next exhale, we bring ourselves back down into warrior two and hinge forward, extended side angle. Gazing up towards that upstretched thumb. Now let's flow this. Inhale up to peaceful warrior. Exhale down, extended side angle. Inhale up to peaceful warrior. Exhale down to extended side angle. One more time. And extended side angle. Let's pause right there for a moment. Feel that reach. Perhaps we reach the arm beyond the crown of the head. Now let's rotate that arm forward and back up. Rotate that arm forward. Plant those hands. Drop that knee. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the mat. Left hand stays planted, right arm reaches up and back. Let's let that right hand float back down to the mat. Up on the ball of the left foot, step the feet back. Let's find that plank. Continue to breathe nice and deep here, guys. Actively reaching the heart and the belly button up away from the mat. Let's lower down, chaturanga. Flip those feet, lift up to either up dog or cobra. Shoulders are still pressing away from the ears. Heart and gaze is shining forward. Let's press back with the knees, bring the bum down, forehead down, child's pose. Let's inhale up to table, curl those toes under, press back through the heels, downward facing dog. Let's pedal those heels here. Walk your dog. Settle the heels, continue to breathe nice and deep. Raise up on the balls of the feet, soften the knees, look towards the front edge of the mat. And let's make our way forward to forward fold. Let's just hang out here for a moment. Continue to breathe nice and deep, guys. Bring the heart towards the thighs, forehead towards the knees. Crown of the head is directed towards the earth. Now let's release our fingertips or our hands from the mat. Bring our fingers underneath the fronts of our feet. So that you're stepping on your fingers, index fingers, middle finger, pinky finger. Now soften those elbows. Once again, facilitating that fold. Using the breath perhaps with each inhalation. We extend through the backs of the legs just a little bit more. Let's release our hands from underneath our feet. Plant those palms. Soften the knees, bring the bum all the way down. Let's round over those thighs. Rounding through the neck. Bringing the chin towards the chest. As we release that chin from the chest, on our inhale, we press those heels back. Once again, let's come into a half fold, bringing the hands to the shins, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Nice flat back. Exhale to a full fold. Inhale, up salute. Let's exhale those arms out to the sides, nice and wide. Pull the shoulder blades back. Shine the heart forward. Bring the hands back behind the bum. Interlace the fingers, heels of the palms together. Draw those knuckles down. Extend the heart forward. Raise those arms in back. Continue to breathe here, guys. Perhaps your heart reaches forward just a little bit more with each inhalation. Now let's hinge at the knees and the hips and fold forward. Release the hands to the earth in full fold. Step back to plank. Let's release the knees. Allow the hips to sink down to the bum, child's pose. And on the inhale, up to table. Hinging all the way forward, allowing the body to come to rest. Stretch those legs out underneath you. Bringing the palms to the inside of the shoulders, elbows pointing back, shoulders pulling away from the ears. On our next inhale, let's lift up the chin and the chest for a baby cobra this time. Gaze forward. Exhale down. Inhale up. Let's extend through those arms just a little more. Find that full cobra. And exhale down. Let's let those arms come to rest either side of the body, palms down. Chin is resting on the mat. Zip those legs together like a mermaid's tail. On our next inhale, let's lift the chin, the chest, and float the arms up and back. And release down. This time we let the entire upper body stay in contact with the mat, chin, chest, and the hands. Let's lift those legs from feet to hip bones. Squeezing in through the gluteal muscles, continue to breathe, and let it come back down. On this next inhale, we lift both parts in conjunction. Gaze forward. And allow your body to relax back down to the mat. Let's stretch our arms out from our shoulders, palms down. Now you choose which side. I'm going to start with the right side. I'm going to roll over to the right hip, bringing the left hand up to the mat to support, and allowing the ear, the right ear, to come to rest on the mat. So I'm on my right hip. I'm going to take that left leg, Reach the ball of the foot back and behind and push just a little more, rotating through that body, stretching out that right shoulder. And release down. Let's stretch that left arm out. Chin is on the mat. We're going to bring that right hand to the mat. Roll over to the left hip. Entire left side, ear, shoulder, and arm to rest on the mat. Bring that right leg back up behind on the ball of the foot. And rotate just a little more. Notice where you feel that stretch. Certainly probably the shoulder, the upper back, the entire side body is where I'm feeling it also. All right, let's allow ourselves to roll back down to our bellies. Chin to the mat. Hands in between the shoulders here, elbows pulling back. Let's come up onto hands and knees. Wrist under shoulders, knees under hips. Cat and cow. On the inhale, the tailbone reaches up towards the sky, belly drops down towards the earth, heart and gaze forward. On the exhale, we draw the entire midsection up and round through the back. Let's find one more. And release to table. All right, guys, let's bring ourselves to our bums. Cross those legs. Easy seated pose, Sukhasana. Find those sits bones. Sit up nice and tall with your shoulders relaxing away from your ears. Let's inhale our arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to our foreheads. Pausing right there, continuing to breathe. Exhale, hands to our heart. And release those hands down to the earth. Inhale, arms up overhead. This time I'm going to rotate to the right side. Allow that left hand to come to the outside of the right knee. Right hand comes back behind the bum, fingertips pointing down, pointing away from the body. Sit up nice and tall. Gaze follows the heart towards the right side of the room. Let's inhale, heart forward, arms up overhead. Exhale, right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Inhale, heart forward, hands up overhead. Let's exhale and fold forward. Continuing to breathe nice and deep as we extend the heart towards the earth, the crown of the head towards the front of the room. On our next inhale, we allow ourselves to lift up once again. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the forehead, third eye. Exhale, hands to the heart. Namaste.